Hi guys. Well, I've got to at least give you boys, my men, some tips about what's going on also, because I know I talked about the frozen little girl. I do want to address the frozen little boy from a woman's perspective as much as I can, not being that frozen little boy. It is challenging to feel, and a lot harder to get to for sure, that Superman inside you, that you could do anything when you have a woman like your mother that slammed it and pulverized it out of you, making you doubt yourself, making you question yourself, just because she has a need for a surrogate husband, because her husband is either dead or not available, or they're not connected. And so she needs to kind of feel that husband energy through you. And in order to keep you there, she has to make you feel that you need her. And that's an unhealthy woman, and I addressed that in another video. So you will be kind of pulled to be overly responsible for your mother. But mostly what you'll feel is this repressed anger of needing her, but her repulsing you at the same time. Needing her and caring for her and wanting to run away at the same time. And that's because it's not a healthy dynamic. In this codependent type of relationship, and that's usually what it is, she will need to make you feel insecure so that she'll always kind of be your number one. And believe me, that whoever becomes the woman in your life, she will hate her, and it will be a big problem unless you step up and you grow bigger balls than your mother has. Now, your frozen little boy, that's also back in time, manifests in your manhood right now in this way. You're unsure of yourself. You're doubtful to take risk, to take initiative. You like to play it safe. Most likely, if you're in pursuit with girls and things like that, you'd rather wait until the girl comes to you and shows you she likes you. Or you may casually approach, but you're very passive. You're very passive, strong feminine energy. You might even be highly creative, overly creative in the parallel to where your grounding is, which is your masculine energy. Now, when you have this kind of frozen little boy, it means you will put on a pedestal the woman of your dreams in an unhealthy way. When I say unhealthy way, I mean she'll be your everything, but at the moment that you don't feel you need her, you'll just slap her off that pedestal. You fail to see, and you never will see, all she is, all she was, because for you, she plugged in a big hole. And so whatever it is, emotional nurturing that you needed, or insight that you needed, or a woman with bigger balls than you that you needed, once you're with her long enough and you've inhaled this, I'm speaking mostly to the narcs out there, you've inhaled her magic, her strength, her can-do in the world, the way she is with people, all those kind of things, you'll feel more confident in your own being, and you'll want to go out there in the world and test your wings. But then you'll have to match up with karma, because no doubt you'll have hurt her and things like that. When your little boy is frozen, you, boys, men child is what you are, a man child. You're not grounded. You don't know where your masculine energy is. You don't go with your logic. You go through your feelings. If it feels safe, you do it. If it feels good, you do it. You don't think or not think about it, because your logic which in a guy's body is his anchor, is his grounding tool, that won't be intact if your mother's crushed it. So you'll learn to smell fear. You'll learn to feel out your woman, your situations. And again, you won't take high-risk ventures. You won't want to launch a business, though you've always wanted to. You won't go for that woman that's so out of reach, though you think about her. And you will settle. You'll settle for a mundane job. You'll settle for mundane friends. You'll settle for an environment where you can feel your way through, that doesn't throw things in because you don't know how you would deal with it. Because again, your feelings are overwhelmed often. So you might do a lot of pot, you might need a lot of alcohol, you might for sure do a lot of gaming, anything, oh, and the worst, porn. Anything to distract you and anything to take that nervous energy and kind of, not that it calms it, but it concentrates it in the porn, in the gaming, in the alcohol, in the pot. You become immersed with those escape route tactics because you're overwhelmed with your feelings. And a guy's body is not designed to be overwhelmed with his emotions. He's made in a certain way with his logic intact. That means he can make decisions. That means he knows this is a good judgment call. This is not a good judgment call. And his body, his strength, his muscles. Why do you think men can grow muscles more? They have more testosterone than women do because they have the ability to have more muscular growth and solidification for sure in training, in a sport. And of course, that's what grounds your ass. So if you're mostly in your mind, like doing video game things or creative things, even though it's great to have a creative energy, and you do nothing for your body, you will be overwhelmed emotionally. And you'll need one of those other side effect type things, the pot, the drugs, the alcohol, to calm your emotions down. Because the vessel you came in, the body, it's not plugged in. It's not plugged in. Because when you train your body, you're grounded to the earth. You're too far. Your emotions are flying way. And because you've had such a negative upbringing, your imagination and your feelings are flying in a dangerous territory where it's not safe to land. It's dangerous. And so there's no grounding. There's no grounding at all. You don't know what type of step to take next. You vacillate back and forth. You change your mind. It's like, yeah, I want, yeah, I don't want. Yeah, well, this makes sense because I'm getting this and this, but I don't know because this person might hurt me. You vacillate back and forth. That's another tail sign. So all I say to you guys, you need to get your shit together because the man in you has yet to be born. And it is a great man. It is a great man because remember, even though you had that issue growing up, father wasn't around or whatever, and the mother dominated you and whatever, it chiseled you. That means you have added tools. If you balance your shit out, if you start tinkering and tampering with the strength of your mind, of your body, you start taking a risk and you make sure emotionally you can handle it. Now, your adrenals, which I talk about in another video, the smells, excessive talking and sounds videos. If you want to listen to those, there's 3 of those, but if you've been through hell and a lot of stress, your adrenals, which are organs that are designed to help you, assist you, make sure you can adapt to stress, the oncoming things that are coming. It helps you adapt to it. It's like it takes the beating. If they flatlined, if they're punctured because you've gotten hurt time and time again, well, you don't have the energy in your body to be grounded. You don't have the energy in your body to take on a risk. You just don't have the energy in your body to get a hit. It's like a boxer. If he's wounded in his 4th and 5th and 6th rib, he can't go all out. He's already retreating. He doesn't have a all gangbusters, full throttle type of mentality, although the hardcore ones do. Those are very rare individuals. But if you've gotten broken parts, namely your adrenals, it means you'll be on nicotine, it means you'll be on caffeine, it means you'll be on sugar, you'll be on anything to jack your energy up. But the thing is, jacking your energy up in that way gives you a fear-induced energy, a paranoia along with that. So you're jacked up, but you're kind of like a little bit edgy, a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious, like you're okay, but I know the shoe's going to drop and what's going to happen is someone like after me because they used to be after me. You're going to have that because the sugar and the nicotine and the caffeine go up and crash down. It's not like something wonderful happened to you in your life, or you're eating really well, or you've got a training high, a runner's high, a sports high, where you get this expansive feeling inside you and it expands and sustains itself. It's not like that. The sugar, the alcohol, the drugs have a crash landing. They always have a crash landing. Then you need more on your next fix to get higher because you've crashed lower. And hello, antidepressants, and your life is pure shit now. Because antidepressants, it's like putting a nub, think of it as like maybe 30 packages of condoms on your dick. You feel nothing. And that's what an antidepressant is. You're numb to shit that's going on, and you're also numb to all the beauty in life that's fucking right around you. And oh, this woman, she just looked at you, and oh my God, they're considering you for this position, and oh my God, I got an idea to start my own business. Like all that is numb. You feel nothing, rubber, nothing. No friction, no energy, no life, nothing. So I urge you, gentlemen, either come directly to me so I can show you, put a spotlight on it, and activate the masculine energy in you. Because there are certain things you need to do in order to activate your masculine energy that will help the rest of you fall into it nicely. Otherwise, you're going to predominantly be run by your feminine energy, which creatively is really great, but you're going to be unbalanced and you're going to be scattered. You're going to be changing your mind often. You're going to be uncommittal, and you're going to want to take risks. Maybe you'll take a few, but you'll fall short and you'll change your mind, or you won't have the patience and the balls to see it through. So, or you'll overcompensate and be some girl's dish rag and she'll use your ass, or the same with a job. So, in order to ignite that warrior, at the very least, go and start to work out. And if you don't know how or anything, hook up with me as an international trainer and champion. I will put you on a fucking routine at a very high basic level, not the regular basic level. Because when you start at a high basic level, everything wakes up on a higher level inside your body. And I know it's dying to come out. You've got major blue balls in your manhood speaking, okay? You don't know that's why you're in so much pain, so much jumpiness, nervousness, I don't know, agitation. You just don't feel grounded in your dick. I don't know how else to fucking say it, but I think you know what I mean. All right. Let me know if that hit you in a good spot or in a sore spot. It will tell you that you're not covered well. Bye for now.